and his comments about the Tesla stock. He says it gives him a boost to see that stock going down.
That poor guy didn't check his portfolio and his own pension plan for state. It's beyond stupid what he did. He's talking down a 3.5% weighting in his own pension plan. I mean, what's the matter with that guy? He doesn't check the well-being of his own constituents in his state. I mean, that's their investment fund. Point, what a bozo.
Tim Walz is a complete moron to me. I have to be very honest, and I'm not surprised why the American people did not choose him. Nothing against the vice president.
So over there you saw that Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank addressing the Tim Walz comment, which is the thumbnail of this video, where he basically talked down Tesla stock. Now, Tim Walz was the vice presidential candidate for the last election, and he's talking down a major American car company, right? It makes all their cars in America, unlike everyone else. And it's obviously all American brains behind it and everything. And it's a major success story, and he was talking it down. Now, the problem is, it may have been a major success story, but it won't be. And its stock is very, very overpriced. So Tesla stock, basically, I would say the 2-year average is about $190 per share. This is just my own basis, $190 per share. And it rose up to $400 after the election, $430 even dollars. And I was saying, you can check my video 3 months ago, this is ridiculous. It's not even worth anywhere near, it's not even worth $190, but $430 is insane. Now it's back all the way down to $230. And people go, oh, look, it's crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing. No, it has nowhere near crashed. And the reason is Tesla's done, not from stock price or Elon Musk doing anything or none of that, or the boycotts of Teslas or the setting on fire of Teslas like this over here. Like all of this stuff where they're blowing up Teslas and keying them and all this because, oh, we hate Elon. Let's put this on the side. It's dead because BYD, the Chinese company, is massively innovative. It's way over innovated. BYD, firstly, its factory in China, apparently is the size of San Francisco. That is how big it is. It is the size of the factory in Shenzhen or whatever it is the size of San Francisco. It is nearly fully automated. It is extremely, extremely high tech, and it allows them to produce very cheap electric cars. Then we had this week crazy announcements. They now have the ability to fast charge their cars in 5 minutes. That's less than normally. On average, it takes someone to fill up his tank and go up to the cashier and all this stuff. This guy, 5 minutes, you're charging your car to full on a 400-kilometer range car. And then they're adding the Chinese AI DeepSeek, which is the #1 downloaded AI on Apple Store, by the way. So the Chinese DeepSeek is going to be loaded onto the car, and it's going to be called God's Eye. That's what they're calling it, giving it AI technology, AI possibilities where it learns your behaviors and knows what you're doing. You like this, you like this, you like the light like this, you like all this stuff. It knows you. It knows what you need, it knows what comforts, and it will be inbuilt. And you're thinking, oh, wow, it's very nice, maybe in 3 years. No, it's coming out all BYDs next month. Oh, next month. These guys don't muck around. They're not, we're going to wait and maybe we'll do a launch. And no. Next month in April, these will be available on BYD. Firstly, the God's Eye as standard, and the 5-minute charging on the certain models selected from next month. I mean, that's it. Tesla's gone. Why would you ever? By the way, Tesla is one of the slowest charging times, just to point out to you. All of the top 3 are all Chinese, Zeekr being another one, and Geely being another, and then Tesla. Tesla is it's the 4th fastest, so it's not fast. BYD now leaps and above ahead of Tesla. And yeah, you'd have to be a fool not to get one. And it's half the price. And if you've seen the BYD seal, it's basically a copy of a Tesla Model 3 or even Tesla Model Y, but looks slightly better, and it's half the price, and now you have the AI, and you have the 5-minute charging. Why would you get a Tesla? And that's why when we see in more mature EV markets like Israel, which has a 25% of all cars on the road are EVs, and it has a nearly 50% annual sales on new cars are EVs. Tesla doesn't even make the top 10 EV sales. They're all Chinese. They're all Chinese. Geely, Daequan, Jquo, Geometry, all of them are Chinese. Because how can you possibly compete with such a product? You can't. And so Tesla's stock price being at 230 is pathetic. Yes, it has a monopoly in America. And yes, it will also have, people put it as like they posted it as like an Apple versus Samsung, right? So it's a big fight people have, Apple versus Samsung. I personally think, I mean, you have to be an idiot to get an Apple, but Americans love their Apple, right? Don't know why. They have like an 80% market share in America only. In the rest of the world, it's 20%, right? Everywhere but America, it's only 20%, but America, it's 80%. So Tesla will have that American market, and it will also be able to charge the monopoly prices, which is what why Apple is such an expensive share, because it can charge high prices compared to everyone else. So it will have that high price in America, when the rest of the world, and it has been cutting prices to try and compete with Chinese EVs, but even then it's still the more expensive option. Now, just like Apple, it is a better product. I'm gonna have to admit it for sure. Apple is a better product, but Apple has so many issues with it, such as the battery life is terrible, and just the closed box, that you can't import apps, you can't, synchronize with other things, everything you have to pay for, the earpods have to be synchronized. It's so closed box, no one wants it. So that's why people outside don't. I personally was given a choice for free Samsung S25 or free iPhone 16 and pick the Samsung. And most of my company picked the same thing, because you don't want the closed box. Again, it's free, but why would you want a closed box phone? Better camera, the Apple, for sure. But the Samsung, it just offers you much better battery. That's the most important thing in a phone. And just ease of, connecting with other things and downloading things is just so much easier. So that's why you go for that, and that's where the rest of the world goes. So I think it's the same thing with Tesla here. We've got fan bodies or fans or whatever, which are now decimated because the left wing who are buying it now don't want to buy it. So you've lost that customer base as well in America. So who's gonna? I just can't see where the growth is going to be. If someone could please tell me in the comments where they think Tesla's growth is going to be, and don't give me self-automating cars. That will never happen. Don't care what you say, it's just not going to happen. So where's the growth going to come from? Cybertruck, complete flop. They've recalled all the Cybertrucks, by the way, because they've posted glued on panels. All of them have been recalled. It's not sold outside of America. The robo-taxi, do me a favor. I think Uber even more advanced than Tesla is. I just cannot see where this, this golden thing where they're going to make loads of monopoly profits for many years, like Apple charging $1,000 for a $200 phone, how that's going to happen. So, and Tesla used to be like that, and it used to be the overpriced thing, but they're not anymore. So please let me know. I just want to know where you think it's going to be. I can't see it. And just one more little video just to show you how bad the backlash has been regarding Tesla. Enjoy.
Toyota. Ahora lo he visto todo. Esa Cybertruck es Toyota.